Hello, this is Charles. I want to welcome you to the God Principles. This video, I'm going to go over what I've learned over the past 6 months of being in the Philippines. I moved here December 2nd of 2022. I had connected with a Filipino woman, and I moved over here with the intent of marriage and building a life. Some of the things that I've experienced, you have all of those travel logs. That's all well and good. The Philippines is a real nice place. However, there are some aspects that are particularly that I want to cover for men 40 to 50 years old when it comes to finding and selecting a Filipino woman. The Filipino woman that I'm with will be turning 33 years old end of October. But here's what I've learned since I've been here. Number one, if you're going to be building a future, which is hopefully what you're planning to do, there's some certain things you need to be prepared for. Even though I will tell you this, of us that have come over here and made a good choice, we are flourishing. You'll see such channels as The Black Filipino. I'm on that channel. We did an interview. You'll see William and his wife who just got married. I'm going to have him on the channel too. As a matter of fact, we were supposed to be shooting today, but it got to raining outside and they're working in the complex. You might hear some noise and stuff. I'm sitting in my living room in Cebu, Philippines. I'm really a digital nomad, and I work here from the Philippines, but I work on projects around the world. So the first thing you need to understand about being with a Filipino woman, as an American, as an expat is what they call us. We are the prize over here. And in our life, if you choose correctly, the Filipino woman will be the prize in your life too. But here's the thing. It's going to trigger their insecurities. It's going to trigger gossip. It's going to trigger all of these behaviors that we see in America, and it may be a bit exaggerated. That's one of the things that I'm dealing with right now. I've had to accept that because I'm the prize. We live very nicely in subdivision, security guards, swimming pools. If you look at my YouTube channel, I'm going to do a complex workaround so you can see how nice this really is, because we're really in a special area. They have these areas in the Philippines, specially designed, upscale. You'll see them in Manila. You'll see them. I'm in Cebu right now. Cebu has great medical offices, hospitals, which are really important if you're coming here and you're 50 and over or 40 and over, which brings up my next thing. Get a physical before you come here. Make sure, get your blood work done, pay for it to be done, so that you don't come over here and have some unexpected hospital issues. The next thing, your phone plan. I had an international phone plan. I came here back in August, and I was here for a couple of weeks. I stayed at the Sundance Residence Inn, which is an Airbnb. And if you're going to come here, I suggest that you go with the Airbnb. It's cheaper than the hotels. And what happened is, when I got here, I was staying in the Airbnb, but when I got here, I had to deal with the phone problem. Your phone plan is not going to work here. When I went back to America from the 2 weeks stay in August, I had a $400 phone bill because of the roaming charges, and you're not going to be able to keep it. I was using US Cellular. You're going to have to switch over. The next thing that I found real helpful was you have two options. You can get an 800 number that is callable from the United States for about $9. And you can have a US number and a Philippines number. I find that real helpful. And you can also use Skype. The next thing that I ran into was my credit cards, my banking, my Social Security. It's a real pain getting that stuff switched over. In order to do that, I would suggest you make a visit to your Social Security office in the United States before you get here. The Social Security office here in the Philippines is actually in Manila. And a lot of websites that we would do business with, you can't get access to it normally on your smartphone or your laptop. But there is a solution. The solution is to have a VPN, a virtual private network, that allows you to connect to a server on the internet in America, and then you can get to your American sites with no problem. I'm gonna have a link down in the description of this video of the one that I use. It's NordVPN. I have no problems with it. I highly recommend it. That's going to be an affiliate link, and so I will receive compensation for that. Next, very important, your internet connection. There are two internet providers here. At any given point, one of them could go down. I have two different internet providers, and it's cheap enough so that I can have them both. So when one isn't working, I can always flip over to the other one. And when my fiance is here, or daughter's here, or family's here, and everybody's using the internet, there are two internet services, and people can connect to which one is ever going to be not so crowded. Next, see, it's a lot to it. A lot of things I've learned over the last 6 months, and especially for us older men, we don't have to settle. If you're in America and you have worked hard, have some retirement, have some sort of income where you can travel, I would suggest that you come to the Philippines. At least check it out. Because when I came here, I had to decompress. That's why I moved here. I came here in August right after my birthday, and when I went back, I turned in my resignation, so I'm leaving. Because that's like, wait a minute, I see the opportunities here. I've met a lot of men who have become better off financially because they came here and they had some know-how. Like I met a guy, you can check him on the Black Filipino, and it's a Navy pilot here. He was disabled, but he's still capable and everything. And he married a Filipino, and they're millionaires. All because, check this out now, because he didn't like the lemonade here. So they started a business together and made lemonade stands. They own lemonade stands in the malls. They have some huge malls here. So the next thing is, I told you it's a lot that I've learned. If you're going to marry a Filipino, you have to be concerned about their future. I was watching a video on YouTube and it made a lot of sense. This Australian guy, he had married a Thai woman. And they did a video and they had started an e-commerce website. And she commented, she said, what am I going to do if he's gone? How am I going to take care of myself? So if you're going to come over here and get with a Filipino woman, you're going to have to take that into consideration. It's like right now I work with my fiance developing e-commerce, but that's in my skill set. I've seen other men come over here and they've started Airbnbs, because you get a lot of benefits once you marry one of them. You're able to own property, because you can't own property here in your own name. You have to be a Filipino citizen, and even if you do, then the Filipino, which hopefully you pick a good wife, she will have 60% ownership and you would have the other 40%. And last but not least, don't come over here with those American expectations. I've seen people get real sick because of that. They eat a lot of pork over here, a lot of fried food. And when you come over here, and especially if you're an African American, that lifestyle, your health will go down real fast, because they eat a lot of pork over here. They eat a lot of fish, but there's also a lot of fresh vegetables over here. Their growing season is year round. And last but not least is establish a connection with somebody on the ground that you can trust. Somebody that's already here. If you need a contact in the Philippines, I offer these services. The link is in the description. You can also contact me if you want to start developing some sort of skill set so that you can migrate out of the United States. I have some contacts here. I'm going to be posting some other videos about African Americans here in the Philippines, but really it's everybody. I live in the Bayswater subdivision. There are Koreans here, Australians, Russians, African Americans, and Chinese. It's really nice. I'm going to show some videos of it. There's a casino down one way. There's a shopping mall down the other way. You have all the amenities. There's a swimming pool. And I want to show you just how nice it really is. You don't have to settle anymore for being a sugar daddy or any of those negative things that we experience in America. I hope that I've given you some valuable information. Hit like and subscribe. You can follow my content, and I have a website with a whole lot of other information for those that want to leave the matrix.